Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading, but more specifically, we're talking about gap trading and how gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy you can find across the markets today. And here's a little preview. We had two positive trades today, and one of them was a blockbuster, and the dead giveaway is right in front of us in Semtech. We're going to come back and talk about this trade in more detail. But first I want to explain a little bit more for the folks that don't know about what gap trading is and what I actually do. So gap trading is when stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open, generally from a news-related event. It could be an earnings announcement. It creates an opportunity for traders. The opportunity is for traders that can identify a specific price level where stocks will first be drawn to and then have a price reaction from in the other direction. Those are known as the morning gap trades. So what I do is teach a course, and in the course at LazyGapTrader.com, there's two gap trading strategies. One is the morning gap trades, where I teach traders how to specifically calculate and identify these price levels where stocks are likely to be drawn to and then have a price reaction from in the other direction. In this course, I teach traders everything they need to know about trading the gaps. What criteria we use for stock selection, the method we use for calculating these price levels, what makes some trades better than others. There's even an entire video module on how to turn some trades into risk-free, emotionless trades, allowing us to get the most possible gain out of some of the trades that fit certain criteria. The other thing I do is I give traders an opportunity to get my gap trades each and every morning before the market even opens for trading. They come by email, and this happens to be an exact copy of today's email that went out to my traders at 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the market even opened for trading. We had 4 morning gap trades on the board today. 2 of them hit their price objectives, and 2 did not. When stocks do not hit their price objectives that we're willing to take a trade at, it's off the board. It becomes a no trade. So Goodyear and Melco today became no trades. However, SMTC and Palo Alto Networks, PANW, did hit their levels. They were trades, and these are the 2 charts that we're going to go over in more detail. First, SMTC, I say gap lower. Support levels are $35.36, $33.84, and I even give a third level if the stock was to trade even lower. Stop and profit target is about 25 to 40 cents. Keep in mind, these are minimum profit targets. Remember these numbers. The second trade that hit its price objective today was Palo Alto Networks, PANW. Gap higher, resistance levels are $138.42, then I give a secondary level above that, and even a third level. Stop and profit target is about 55 cents to $1.20. Remember these numbers. We're going to go over this chart in detail as well. Keep in mind, in my course, I teach traders how to calculate and come up with the exact same price levels that you see here in this email. In addition to that, each and every morning I give a laundry list of potential gap fill trades for the day. That's the second part of the course that I teach. When stocks gap higher or lower at the open, they leave what's called an open gap. Those open gaps at some point in the future will come back to be filled. But today we're going to focus on the morning gap trades, and the first chart we're going to dig into is Palo Alto Networks. And as you can see, the level identified at $138.42 was supposed to be, and did turn out to be, important to this chart. The stock is finding resistance at that level and is obviously pulling back away from that level, currently trading below $136 for over a $2, almost a $2.50 gain from the level identified at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. However, the stock before it came all the way back down did trade a little bit higher. However, during the first candle of the day, this is a 10-minute chart, the stock did pull back and give about an 88-cent gain off of the $138.42 level. So we did get the price reaction in the other direction before the stock bantered back and forth up in that zone prior to finally pulling back away from that $138 area. And here I've taken the chart down to the 1-minute level so that you can see in the 7th minute of the day, the stock made a low of $137.54, satisfying the minimum profit target that we were looking for. The next trade was a great trade, and that's the one we want to take a look at in more depth. Some trades are better than others. This is one of those trades. So yesterday, Semtech closed the day at $38.20. Today, the stock opened at $36.50 and traded lower. The level we identified for the opening bell was $35.36, and as you can see here, the stock made a low of $35.30 and ripped higher right off that level, making a high of $37.65 in about 10 minutes time before pulling back. That was a max gain of $2.29, or about 6.5% off the low identified before the market even opened for trading, $35.36. Traders, you can learn how to do this for yourself. I can teach you this exact strategy that gave this exact level that produced the 6.5% bounce that you see here in front of you. They certainly don't happen like that each and every day, but they do happen like that often enough to where when they do, it's like an early Christmas. I can teach you everything you need to know about how to trade the gap successfully. Just come over to lazygaptrader.com. You can build yourself a strategy that you can use each and every day for the rest of your trading career. I'm David Frost. Thanks for tuning in, traders.